Hi guys, I'm Chris, 46 Club Runner, and today I've got an exciting video for you. Well, I think it's exciting. We're going to be talking about intensity, effort, how much should you be putting in on any given week. If you haven't seen my previous video on pacing, go and watch that. I'll put a link up at the top first because it will kind of make more sense. Because we're going to be talking about easy runs, medium runs, tempo runs, threshold runs, and race pace. So as long as you understand what those different paces are, it will make sense because we're all different and we all run at different speeds. How do I explain intensity in a week? So over a week, there's an intensity number. So if you go over that number, then you're overtraining, you're likely to injure yourself, and every run you go on has a number. So if we're going to just kind of delve into it and try and explain it the best I can. So I walk on a scale from 0 to 10. So 0 being you haven't gone for a run all week, and 10 being the ideal number. Obviously, if you go past 10, then you're overtraining or going to possibly injure yourself. So if we break down the runs, and the runs are just going to be based on an easy pace run, a medium pace run, a tempo, threshold, and a race pace run. So each of these runs have a certain number. And we just take a kind of rough figure because we're all different. We're all at different stages, on our running journey, and obviously recovery. Some of us recover quicker than others. So just take this as just a kind of rough rule of thumb. But if you take this on board, it will help you on your running journey to not overtrain or hopefully get injured. So if we start with a easy run. So if we went on, say for instance, an easy 4-mile run. If you're less experienced, it might be 2 miles, it might be 1 mile. But if it's just base it on my easy run, we call it a short run. And if I was to go on that run, that would be classed as 1 point. So if I was to do that same run over the 7 days, that would be classed as 7 points, which means I'd have 3 points left for the week. But obviously I've run 7 days, so I'm done unless I'm going to double 1 day, which is not going to happen. If we was to go on an easy medium pace run, then that might be classed as 2 points. So if I was to do that run 7 days a week, then I'm going to be on 14 points. So I'd have overtrained for that week. If we was to then take the long easy run, that might be classed as 3 points. So I hope you're getting the gist here, that we're just adding these numbers up. Each time you do a run, you put down a number, and then we obviously do that over the week, and hopefully we'd be under 10. You don't have to be training at 10, ideally you'd be at 8, but 10's where, the kind of maximum you want to be. If we then move that up to say a medium pace run, obviously that's a little bit more effort than the easy. So if you was to go on a shorter run, that would be 2 points. If you was to go on a medium length run, that would be 3 points. And if you've gone a long run at the medium pace, that'd be classed as 4 points. So if we kind of just quickly put it onto the scale, so if I was to do, say for instance, a long medium run, so that's 4 points. Then if I was to add an easy shorter run, that's 1 point extra. So I'm at 5 points. And then if I was to throw in a longer, easier run, then I'm at, God, I wish I knew my maths. So I can't remember what I said. So was we at 5 points, or so we'd be at 8 points. That's the trouble when you don't write stuff down and you're kind of on the spot. You kind of, your maths go like a deer in headlights. If we was to move on to the tempo run, so a shorter tempo run might be 3 points, a medium tempo run length might be 4 points, and the longer run might be 5 points. So if I was to do a longer tempo run, I've done 5 points for the week, which means I've only got 5 left for the week. So that could be, it could be 2 medium easy runs and a shorter easy one, and then I'd be at 10 for the week. So, that would work, and I'd get to have some days off as well. When you start getting into, threshold, we're using up a lot of numbers for the intensity for the week. So You know, a shorter intensity run would be 4 points, medium might be 5 points, and a longer intensity threshold one might be 6 points. So you're using a lot of points, which means that the rest for the week you need to go easy. And so maybe throw in some of your shorter easy runs or medium easy runs, so then your points don't add up over the 10. When you start getting into racing, you see people kind of, you know, tapering for races and maybe not doing much before the race, but that's to keep the intensity down for that week. So if, say for instance, you're doing a short race, maybe a 5k, then that might be 5 points for the week just on that one race. If you was doing a medium length run, so say for instance a 10k, then that might be 6 points for the week, so you only got 6 left. But then if you were doing a kind of longer run, you know, whether it be a half marathon, the points could vary from anywhere between 7 and 14. So, you know, if it was at 7, you've only got 3 left for the week. Because you put in a hard effort on that half marathon, and you might do, you know, another easy run that week or 2 easy runs and be at, you know, 9 for the week. But if you've done a marathon, then, and as I said, you could be at 14, you know, for the effort, because, you know, if you run a marathon, you've got a PB, it's going to take a lot from your body, so which means that you're taking 4 out from the following week, so you've only got 6 left for that week. So that's why you see people after they've done a marathon, you know, they might take half a week afterwards and then maybe do a couple of easy runs, and so they're still at 8 intensity for the following week afterwards. So I hope that kind of makes sense. I think that's probably why I do the 80-20 training. So the 80-20 training doesn't work on this scale, you know, 1 to 10, 10 being 100%, which means that you can only do 2 at 20%, if that kind of makes sense. It doesn't work like that because it's a different scale. So the 80-20 training works, it just kind of keeps you in check, so you're not overdoing it. Because if you're only doing 20% of your runs harder, then you're doing 80% easy, so you're not overdoing it. But also your body will tell you. So the more you run, the more you can listen to your body and know, you know, when to take days off. You know, when I'm doing my 50-mile weeks, then, you know, I am at 10 most of the time for that given week, and, you know, my body is, you know, I wouldn't say hurting, but, you know, it's fatigued going into the next week. But I'm at 10, but I'm taking 1 to 2 days off recovery, because I could run every day and I could increase the, you know, my mileage from 50 to 60 to 70, but, you know, my intensity numbers are going to go through the roof because my fitness can't cope with that. And, you know, I'm just going to run the risk of injury, overtraining, you know, and you know, running should be enjoyable. You know, I don't want to go out on a run and, you know, it's a slog. So that's why, you know, if you work on this scale, just jot down these, you know, kind of numbers. I will put them in the description to kind of make it easier. And I hope this kind of makes sense, because, you know, in my head, it makes sense, but, you know, to you, what's this guy talking about? But I hope it does help. If you do have any questions, please drop them down in the comments, because, you know, it's difficult to kind of explain something that is difficult to explain. But you know, I hope this helps with your journey. We've got plenty more videos and ideas to come, and let's roll on 2021. More races. I was going to say more faces. Probably will be more faces because you get to see more people. So, but more races, more fun. I'll get loads more videos out, actually, of me actually running in a race, which would be great. And I hope you enjoyed it. So I will speak to you soon. Cheers.